Okay, we're playing Nick Castle, so hopefully we'll castle. Whoa, what a strange opening this is. This is the kind of opening that nightmares are made of. He's playing basically a reverse King's Gambit, and I don't think it's good. Let's just play standard chess here. So we're hanging on to the pawn. Yes, but how about, I'm just looking at 1990. It's a little bit slow, and it blocks off the defense of g4. How about just this? The idea would be bishop here, queen would eventually the queen gets to e2. Alright, let's go here. So now, because we've defended g4, we're able to play knight here and there. You really wonder why would black put himself into so much trouble very early in the opening. Get massively weak squares. I think the one we want is this, because now e6 is a very weak square. Yes, I think I can just about afford to castle and then stick a rook on the e file. If he ever plays h5, we'll play g5, and he doesn't have a very good position. This here, the excursion on this square is not going to get very far because of b3. Mind you, might go back on d6 and pop back up here. We always have f3, would have 9g3. So anyway, he's decided to go for the throat, but may I respectfully suggest that in this position there's no threat at all. Okay, can we mess him up a bit? Now the interesting line is, if knight takes, we take here, and then we're going to end up on a4 with the queen. It's an interesting variation, which we're going to play now. And now we're on the knight and on this. Yes, so what he does, he defends the rook. We pick up our pawn here. And when he plays queen d7, of course, we get in here. We make the king very uneasy about the whole game. Now, if he takes d4, he's going to lose his queen, so I guess that enables us to develop our pieces nicely. e6 is now sealed. He cannot play e6 himself. The king is unsafe, so we have actually made progress as a result of his knight coming on e4 and c4. I'm just looking at what, he's playing desperate moves. Needless to say that in this position we don't have to exchange the queens. In fact, we want to keep the queens on for as long as possible. How is he going to develop his bishop? Queen here. So the more could we? I'm just thinking queen tags. He might be able to sacrifice on g6. Could we just lock him up here? How is he going to get out of these? Yeah, but that doesn't work because you drop the his best chance was probably to play h5 and then put the rook. Okay. I don't want to move this knight because he's preventing his knight to get into play. How about just this? And then with that rook we can pick up bits. Hopefully we can actually play f4 and f5 very quick. The b pawn is irrelevant in this game. That's not what the game is about. It's not about the b pawn, it's about what's going on the king side. Yes, and now what about this? He's going to go to g7. Could we just possibly bishop g7, knight here? Knight takes a bit slow. This might be better because what it does, it prevents the king from running to b7 and bringing a rook in. Yes, he can play that. Now we're going to attack the weakness. Now he cannot play rook b8 because of the check, so we're going to do this. Now if knight b5, we pick up this, we defend this one. He still isn't making any genuine progress here. Well, he's played rook b8, which we knew he couldn't play, so that's pretty much a waste of energy here. Yes, that's the end of the game. So finished.